Hello everyone, it's the 1st of June 1974 and you're looking at the cover of my 1973 edition of British Railways Locomotives train spotting book by Ian Allen. And I'll take you round to the front of it. We're celebrating Deltics and I've left the page open on the page where the Deltics were listed, and underlined are all 22 Deltics that I saw. This is what you used to do as a train spotter, is just underline the numbers to say you'd seen them, and I've done that. I've even encased the whole lot. I'm very proud of that fact. And with this treasured book, and I've got others as well, are two pictures I took on the 1st of June 1974 at King's Cross. The first ever pictures I took of these. I would have been 14 years old, and this picture is of D9008, or it was just known as 9008 by 1974. They took the D off of it. That's 988. 9008 is the Green Howards, and this is a picture of 9006, the Fife and Forfar Yeomanry, which is the nameplate picture there. So what I've done to celebrate Deltics and that, I've got all my Deltics out. So these are the boxes for them. I've got 3 Backman and 1 sort of Deltic imposter really, but it looks for all intents and purposes like a Deltic. So what have we got for you today? We've got the Backman. The first one that came out was the Backman Deltic. This was the pre-production thing that English Electric and British Rail agreed to deliver 22 production Deltics. This was the prototype. It's just called Deltic. It didn't have a cast nameplate, it just had the name Deltic written on the side. It's a beautiful model from Backman. Came out about 12-15 years ago. It's just fantastic. It still runs lovely. I hardly use it. It's got working lights, sprung buffers, grey underframe, and the detail, it's superb, even down to the door plates. I like the round porthole cab door windows. I think they're fantastic. This light never worked in real life. It was just there for aesthetic purposes. I think it's got a very American look to it though, with that light on the cab end there on the front dome. The production Deltics didn't have that, and this is in a sort of a powder blue livery. Fantastic detail in there. So we move on to the production Deltics that came out just after that, and they look like this. This is D9014, and let's see if we can get the name on that one. The Duke of Wellington's regiment, if I can hold the camera still. That's got etched nameplates on it. And you can see the difference between this and the prototype. Originally, the Deltics weren't named until after they went straight into service in about 1960-61. This is got the yellow warning panel on it, and it's in the lovely BR two-tone green. Again, it's got the yellow Tinkin roller bearing axle box covers on it. Very good representation of a Deltic, I think, by Backman. Then I went and got its sister loco, D9017, almost identical to its sister behind it, and that is called the Durham Light Infantry, and I deliberately went for that in honour of my late mum, who was from Durham. So that's D9017, again with the yellow Timken axle box covers. I put the crew in it there, like I do with all my locos. And finally is DP2, which looks like a Deltic, and the body shell was built at I think a place called Newton Le Willows up in the northwest, and they used a Deltic body shell, but that's where the similarity ends, because the engines that it's got are not the Napier Deltics. They were the forerunner to the Class 50. So this was a test bed really for the Class 50. English Electric loco that came along around about 1967. Unfortunately, DP2 was written off in a crash at Thirsk in 1967. It was released about 1964-ish, but you can see the similarities with the Deltic, with the twin tanks and that, and body shell and that, but internals were different. So that's the Helgen DP2, which I've had quite a while. You can get two colour versions of this version and the later single green. It never carried BR blue. It never got that far. As I say, it was involved in an accident and scrapped. Fatalities were involved. There are 6 preserved Deltics, and none of them are the ones in the pictures there that I've took, although the cab end of D9008, the Green Howards, exists somewhere along with the 6 preserved examples. So what should we do? Let's have a running session, just watch these go round. So this is a Deltic sort of tribute thing. So I think what we'll do is start the prototype off, being as it was the first. Whoops, would help if I turned it the right way. So there you go. We'll let that get round to the corner, and then we'll start off the one behind it, which is the 5 and 4/4 yeomanry. Sorry about the camera jerking, I'm just not very good at holding the controller and running trains at the same time. So that's off. Let's get this going, which is the 5 and 4/4 yeomanry. So the number on programmed on. There we go. She's off. That would have a unique Deltic sound, which anyone who's seen the Deltics would know what that's like. It's just unique to Deltics. So that's off. Now we'll start off the Durham Light Infantry. She's on her way with that unique sound. So all these at the end of the platform at King's Cross, by the way. So massive, magnificent sight. I had my Parker pen and a notebook as I jotted the numbers down, you know, and there was always a thrill when the Deltics came in on the East Coast Mainline expresses up to Newcastle and Scotland. You know, magnificent machines. And last but not least, off goes number 2, DP2. Just to show they all run. This has got really tight radius on this loco. It doesn't like the tight curves. I think the way the Helgen configured it has a bearing on that. So yeah, that's the Deltics all in motion. All very nice. 8 minutes this video now, so we'll have to stop it there. I've given quite a eulogy to the Deltics today. Thought I'd come out to the garage, but it's a nice sunny day where I am. So once again, hope you're all okay. Hope you enjoyed that, and look out for more videos. Thanks for watching.